The man at the bus stop. The bus stop on 14th Street was almost always empty at night. A single flickering streetlight stood above the bench. The shelter's glass walls were scratched and fogged with old fingerprints. During the day it was busy, but after 10 p.m. it felt like the city had forgotten it existed. Emily Carter knew that, but it was the only stop near her apartment, and that night she missed the earlier bus. It was 11:38 p.m. when she arrived. Her breath formed small clouds in the cool night air. She checked the bus schedule on her phone. The next bus would arrive in 9 minutes. Emily sighed and sat on the metal bench. The city was unusually quiet. Cars passed only occasionally. Somewhere in the distance, a siren wailed briefly and faded away. Emily unlocked her phone and started scrolling through social media, just something to pass the time. Then she noticed someone standing nearby. A man stood under the streetlight, tall, wearing a long dark coat. His face was partly hidden in shadow. Emily hadn't heard him arrive. She stood about 6 feet away from her, not sitting, not moving, just standing and looking down at her phone. Emily shifted slightly, trying to block the screen with her hand. The man didn't look away. He just kept watching. Emily cleared her throat. "Waiting for the bus?" she asked politely. The man nodded once, but didn't speak. His eyes stayed fixed on her phone. Emily felt a small wave of discomfort. She locked the screen and slipped the phone into her pocket. The man finally looked up. For a moment, their eyes met. His expression was calm, almost amused. Then he looked back down at the ground. Neither of them spoke again. The minutes passed slowly. The streetlight buzzed faintly above them. Emily checked the road. No bus yet. When she glanced back toward the man, he was still there, standing in exactly the same spot, watching the ground, not moving, not shifting, not even checking the street. Emily felt a strange tension growing in her chest. Something about him felt wrong. Not threatening, just wrong. Like he was waiting for something very specific. Emily pulled her phone out again. She opened the camera app and quickly turned it toward the street, pretending to check her reflection in the screen. But she was really trying to see the man without looking at him directly. The camera preview showed the bus stop behind her, the bench, the glass wall, the streetlight, and the man standing directly behind her, much closer than before. Emily's stomach dropped. She slowly turned around. The man was still under the streetlight, 6 feet away, exactly where he had been. She blinked. What? The camera image had shown him right behind her. But when she turned, he hadn't moved. Emily lowered the phone slowly. Her heart was beating faster now. The distant rumble of an approaching bus finally broke the silence. Headlights appeared at the end of the street. Emily stood up quickly. Relief washed through her chest. Finally, she muttered. The bus slowed as it approached the stop. The doors hissed open. Emily stepped inside, but before she sat down, she glanced back through the bus window. The man was still standing there, under the flickering streetlight, watching her. Then he smiled. It wasn't a friendly smile. It was slow, wide, almost satisfied. Emily felt a shiver run down her spine. Then the bus doors closed, and the vehicle pulled away. The man didn't move. He simply watched the bus disappear down the road, still smiling. Emily tried to forget about it. She told herself the night had just made everything feel strange. By the time she reached her apartment, the tension had faded slightly. She made tea, watched some TV. Eventually, she went to bed, and the man at the bus stop slipped quietly out of her thoughts. The next morning, sunlight filled her bedroom. Birds chirped outside the window. Everything felt normal again. Emily stretched and reached for her phone on the nightstand. A notification waited on the screen. New photo saved to gallery. Emily frowned. I didn't take a photo. She opened the gallery. There it was. A new image. Timestamp 11:47 p.m. The exact moment the bus arrived. Emily tapped the photo and felt the air leave her lungs. It was a picture of her, standing at the bus stop, looking down at her phone. The image was taken from behind, from only a few feet away. The angle was low, like someone had held the camera at chest level, directly behind her. Emily's hands began to shake. The photo had been taken with her own phone. The metadata confirmed it. Front camera disabled, rear camera active. But she had never taken that picture. Her heart began pounding, because if the photo had been taken from behind her, that meant only one thing. Someone had been standing there. Emily zoomed in on the image. The bus stop glass reflected faint shapes, streetlight, bench, the road behind, and a silhouette standing just behind her. She enlarged the reflection further. Her breath stopped. The silhouette was the man from the bus stop, but something about him looked wrong. In the reflection, he wasn't facing her. He was facing the camera, smiling directly into it. Emily dropped the phone onto the bed. Her chest tightened with panic. How? She grabbed the phone again. Maybe someone had hacked it. Maybe the camera glitched. Maybe... The phone vibrated in her hand. Another notification appeared. New photo saved to gallery. Emily froze. She slowly opened the gallery again. Another image had appeared, taken just seconds ago. The photo showed her bedroom, taken from the doorway. Emily was visible in the frame, sitting on the bed, holding the phone. The camera angle was low, just like the last photo. Emily slowly turned toward the bedroom door. The hallway outside was dark, empty, but the phone vibrated again. Another new image appeared. Emily forced herself to look. This time, the photo was closer, taken from inside the room, behind her, and in the mirror across the room, she could see him, the man from the bus stop, standing directly behind her, still smiling, wider than before.